With the American Express Gold Card, every day is golden.
Supercharge your creative team with music.
Oh my God! We both.
Welcome everyone to Raven's Round Tabletop Podcast! We are live streaming tonight on Twitch and YouTube's. Tonight's fantastic cast consists of Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'll be playing Rainy Days.
Then we have Kai.
That is me. I will be playing Kagwin Summerwinds.
And then we have Noah.
Hi, I'm Noah, and I'm going to be playing Sir Michel Brochard.
Excellent. And I'll be playing Jason Blackthorn. And we have our awesome, wonderful DM, Brandon. Take it away.
Hey folks, yeah, we're going back into our Cypher system game. We're going to be starting the third part of a trilogy of Pathfinder modules called The Price of Immortality. Specifically, this book is The City of Golden Death. Last session, just to do a quick recap, especially for any eagle-eyed viewers who are like, y'all didn't run shit last week. True. They literally butchered large sections of necessary plot. However, I will argue that Massive Living God is kind of the weaker portion of that book, unless you're just really, really into being press ganged into a cult. So I'm gonna call it a win-win, and we're gonna go straight on to some fun shit because we're looking for a boat. Isn't that right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and cults are laid.
So
Sorry, I make bold stances on this podcast.
old stances. But no, like we steamrolled Massive Living Gods and got like the finer plot points without having to do a lot of the extra stuff. That said, y'all are going in with a different preconceived notion of the island. Don't have a map, don't have a bunch of other stuff. Like there's a bit of a difference. So yes, if you are keeping track at home, I am not running this literally by the book. Largely because the Cypher system gives me the flexibility to wing it, and wing it we will. So, last session they decided, well, you know what, Ryan, why don't you, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Ryan, why don't you recap? I'm doing this like it's my Simbroom games or like my other games where I randomly call in a player to recap.
Of course, last session we were the tides were turning in the tavern of the Ranger's Lament, where we were coerced into the to come perform, and we were able to get the guard, I guess, or the cult member that was there, to bring us into the keep. Under the guise that we were new initiates, and then once we got to the lower level of would look to be a prison where 3 people were being kept, we met with a guy who was higher up guarding those 3. We killed them both, and then using the magic of Kagwin, we were able to get information that Iramin headed out east towards the city of death, correct? And then Golden Death, and we're tracking her down. Got what we needed, gave some rations to the prisoners, and then we left. We left them there, and went back to the Pathfinder Society, where we reported on what happened. And then now we're on our way to follow Iramin, towards the city of Golden Death, where of course it's gonna be great.
Hell yeah. Perfect, nailed it. So with that, Ragnar is trying to figure out and rustle down like a ship to get you passage out there. Seems like he's found a lead, and he's like, all right, y'all get y'all bags packed. We're heading to the Isle of Terror tomorrow. And so you have this time to prepare. Does anyone got anything they want to grab in town?
Well,
Justin, does anyone have anyone?
Yeah, I'd like to look at some of the weapons, or see if there's some kind of weaponsmith, because I've been needing to upgrade the harpoon shetty. It's not complicated enough.
Yeah, going through the markets of Tamarin, there's a lot of just normal vanilla fantasy style cards, vendors, and stuff like that. You looking for something a little bit more off the beaten path. What does Jason look like? First of all, what does Jason look like walking around town?
Jason is an elf. I know it's hard to imagine a murderous elf, but he is indeed that. He stands probably at about 6 foot, 6'2" ish, depending on where he's at. And then he's real thin. He wears a hockey mask everywhere, or what the elven equivalent of a hockey mask everywhere he goes, which is really just a warrior's mask from some tribe he helped.
Keonan warrior mask, and it's probably carved wood, but it's really nicely done and stuff like that. And it's got holes, and it happens to look very much like a hockey mask.
A golden hockey mask, that is, and then he wears just a
Golden.
big old black cloak underneath or over his clothing and everything. So really, not sure what he's wearing underneath there. He just has a big old cloak that's covering everything, or like cloak, I guess, like a duster or something.
Yeah. So it's not. I was gonna say it's not weird. It's not as weird, because there is also a large number. There's a rather powerful group that walks around in cloaks and masks all the time here. Let's just roll. Give me your best, build a roll to do, in Cypher system, they have a bunch of things. It's like you have a bonus towards pleasant social interactions or positive social interactions. Give me a roll that is around that, and it's pretty intellect based. Feel free to apply effort if you want to and stuff like that.
Okay. He's got, let's see. I mean, his stuff is all about trickery and lies.
Okay.
And stealth. So I'm going to probably go with more of a. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to click that. Okay.
If that's your angle, if that's your approach.
Yeah, stealth. He's going to go through stealthily.
Here's the deal. I'm trying to set the stage for you walking into a shop. Are you going to sneak in there and steal something, or would you walk in there and be intimidating?
I would walk in and probably, since there is an intention of the shop being used, and I know it's a service more than I'm looking for more of a service than trying to steal something. So he's going to sneak to the place, but then enter normally through the front door like any other customer. He gets to the counter and let's see.
Go ahead and pre-roll a trickery then.
Okay. What do I roll for trickery? Oh, just roll it. I see. Think. What do I need to roll? I'm not seeing it.
I mean, just build out a roll. If you got skills, you got this thing, you're trained in all the stuff. So just build out a roll by clicking on the button or alt clicking on the button. Say you're trained in it. Tell me how many levels of effort you're doing to it. We're doing Foundry, y'all. So for the tabletop, so we're playing through the eccentricities of that. Or I can just load up your character sheet and I can actually walk you through it.
Okay, that might be easier because I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Sure. So if I hit skills, right, and I see lies and trickery.
Yeah. Now what?
That's a great question. Fancy. Why isn't this just a button? This is aggravating. There's a button to do. Alright. You're just gonna slap that intellect rolly button, which is, oh my gosh, how do y'all do this? Can y'all tell that the GM doesn't have to roll a whole lot in this system? I don't want to reset it. I just want to roll it. I thought you could. Didn't y'all used to be able to click down?
Yeah, I used to be able to click a little dice that was right next to the might and speed and intellect. I thought, but I don't have any of those.
All right. There was an update that was like, this hasn't been updated, so we're getting rid of this. I'm betting that's what it was. Whale balls. All right. So, in the macros folder, do you know how to find that, Justin?
Yep.
All right. In there is roll macros, which none of this has been made public. Let me change that right now. Computer ownership.
All I see is knee roll.
Observer.
There we go.
Yeah. So you can go in there,
Hey.
And then you're gonna do, I think it's the all-in-one roll. That's the thing, right? Yeah. Drag that onto your bar. Boom, boom. You need a control, a PC, or an actor, which means I need to put them on the table.
Okay, so
Jason,
I see the all-in-one. What do I need to do from here?
you got it in the macro list. Drag it onto your bar.
I did.
Okay, sweet. Select your token. I put you in the middle of the lake. And then you're gonna punch that button.
Which button?
The all-in-one roll that you just added to your bar.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I was already. But yeah, I got it.
Sweet. Build out that roll. So you're trained? Are you doing any shit to effort?
Well, I've got. Let's see. Let me get my character sheet back open. I'm looking at. I have lies or trickery, and then special abilities involving lies or trickery, and then I have abilities that are assassin skills for stealth and disguise. Oh, and I have surging confidence. I'll use that as well.
Surging confidence. Let me look at that real quick.
Oh, well, no, never mind. When you use an action for your first recovery roll of the day, you immediately gain another action. Never mind. It doesn't do anything for what I'm doing.
Nope.
Okay, so really it would just be assassin skills and lies and trickery times 2. So 3?
You only get 2 out of skills, so
Okay.
it's just going to be specialized.
So that would be specialized. Now I just roll it?
Yep, if you're not doing any effort, then you just roll it.
Okay, rolled a 14.
You're gonna roll into a shop off the markets in Tamron. Inside, there's a dwarf in the back. He's kind of got like all kinds of headgear, very steampunk-esque looking guy. As he's like working through things, and he's like looks up, startled, like, "Holy crap! I didn't see you come in." "Oh no, you're not one of them, are you?" And he just kind of like looks at you for a second. "That mask isn't."
No, this is from my tribe back in
Leonin.
Tunonin. There we go. So you don't have to
Somehow-
worry about that.
Somehow that's more terrifying. Oh,
You're funny. I
and
think
he's like,
that's really funny.
"What can I help you with?" And he starts to like shiver in fear for a second. He drops something, it hits the ground, and he is yanked back onto the wall by like some invisible force. He's like, "Shit, shit, shit, shit."
Hey, what's that? That looks really cool.
Look, and he like his eyes kind of move towards a thing on the ground. There's like a remote. He's like, "Hit that button and you'll see."
He goes over and presses the button quickly. Like a
And there's
kid
like
in
a
candy shop.
hum
who's
in the
excited
air
for
that you
it.
didn't even realize was there disappears, and he kind of falls to the ground. "Oh, it's just some Oakenstar toys. Anyways, can I interest you in?" And he kind of like looks at your weapons on your side, right? Describe that for us.
Okay, so he's really. Let me pull out my character sheet just to make sure I'm not missing something. But he has. You see on his. He's got his harpoon shetty to his right.
Harpoon shetty. Yeah, describe that for the audience.
Okay, so this harpoon shetty is half machete, half harpoon, half grappling hook, and half musical saw. So it functions as all that, but it looks like a machete. Looks just
Cool.
like a machete.
Cool.
Like there's nothing else going on with it until you see me play on it, and then I like can bend the blade and use a horsehair bow to kind of play on it, or you could see me use it as a harpoon. It's pretty cool.
This is redonkulous. Anyways, he's like looking at it. He's like, "What in the world is that?"
Oh, this? Yeah, it's something I made just a while back. It's pretty functional, but it's been needing some fixing. the last adventure I tried using it, and it worked. It just wasn't working as good as it could. I figured out that I was just kind of like using it as more just a machete, and apparently the harpoon side was not functioning as well. Or
Okay.
grappling hook.
Lay it on the table for me real quick. And he goes and he starts looking through a box.
What about the magnet or that thing? Could you put that on there somehow?
Yes. Hold your horses.
He looks in excitement. You can't see it in the face. His eyes just show it though, and it's obvious he's excited.
Yeah.
It's more whites there than usual.
So you have mutilated this piece of iron to be all of these things. Allow me to take this one step further, and he holds this like black stone in his hand, and he like rakes it across the top of the weapon, and as it does, all of the various parts of the machete that kind of bend and go to its other things just kind of like crumple and stuff like that, and it turns into this giant mess. But as he moves the stone past over it, it reforms back into its like standard situation. It's like, all right, I think I have an idea. Do you mind if I tinker?
Oh yeah, how about it? It doesn't leave my sight.
Sure. And he just grabs like a giant butcher like style cleaver and like heaves off the handle of your weapon on the table.
No! Oh!
And then he goes and he grabs some other shit that like is like, you can see there's like rope and line and stuff like tied into it, and he starts like just going to work.
You see, Jason's just kind of pacing nervously, like a father in the
Waiting room?
delivery, the delivery waiting room and everything. It's gonna be okay.
So describe what comes out of this, Justin. You rolled well on some other stuff, so I'm just gonna let you describe the outcome here. What is
Okay.
the fifth half of this weapon?
The fifth half is just a kind of a optional magnetization of the grappling hook. So it's like an electrically magnetized grappling hook side of it. The
Okay.
grappling hook is the end of the machete, and it works more like the bat whatever ring, kind of where it's a flat, but it still works somehow every time.
Hell yeah. Okay. Justin is doing this in lieu of an advancement for those Cypher system savvy, and is basically giving him an ability, a little more flexibility in traversal type stuff. I don't know. You know, Justin, he's gonna find random bullshit that's gonna apply to. This is the world we live in.
That's how we do.
It's Justin's world. We're all just players.
Oh. Yeah.
This might be my finest work. He looks across. It's in my regards to Keonan, he says, and he's like, I'm terrified of you still.
So, Keonan, and what was your name one more time?
Darville of Arkansas. Not Arkansas. Damn it, Alkansar.
And what was the first name?
My wife is cracking up. Darvis. Darvis.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Can you show me how to work it?
Oh yeah, and this is definitely like just a montage of him like teaching you, showing you how to like throw it around, and you got like target dummies, and he's like, all right, now you just gotta like grab the legs and stuff, and you'll even go through some training where you accidentally sever all of their legs every time, and then eventually you get it to where you're just able to pull them
Hell yeah.
instead of their severed legs.
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, this is great. This is gonna work out so great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll make
Good
sure
luck.
not to murder you one day.
His eyes are wide. He's like, thank you.
He's smiling,
Anyway.
but he can't tell that Jason's smiling.
Gotcha. It's a smile you can hear more than you can see.
See, you see it in exactly. Anyway, he heads back. He got his weapon upgraded.
What's
let's-
everyone else up
he
to?
stealths back.
Nothing?
Uh,
Cool. That's what I like to hear. Oh, what you got?
I was who has the money? Someone has our money, right?
Yes, that would be Kaigwin.
Okay. Rain would.
Are we doing that now?
Kaigwin.
Rain will like put his hood up, and try to be as stealthy as possible as he exits out the Pathfinder Society. He has a hood, but underneath the hood itself is sopping wet from his hair. He's wearing modest clothing, trying not to stand out, and he has his loot to his back, and he's gonna take what little he has and tries to find his new Cypher of any kind.
Yeah.
I'm short one, so that's
Yeah.
what I would be doing.
Let's restock you then. So I've got glorious random tables, and my dog is howling outside. We can do fantasy ciphers. Where are you at? You're supposed to be alphabetical. Not fantastic ciphers, fantasy ciphers. There's a difference, y'all. Alright. And I know it looked like Jason rolled these, but I did. Yeah. That's what you're able to. You just go out and you're like able to like trade some money. It's like, oh, I got the perfect scroll. You're going out into the lake. Here's what you need.
Yeah, this is great. There's a boat on it. It looks great. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yo.
And I'll
Be
take
right
it.
back. My dog is howling. I'm back. Sorry about that. He just successfully terrorized enough for me to feed him dinner. So, all right. You were doing that. You got your scroll of instant boat,
Perfect.
which I've never actually looked at. What level did you roll?
I rolled. Let me see. 4.
Okay. All right, are we ready to fast forward time to kind of the start of the next day? Ragnar says, we'll leave at, I don't know, when the tide goes out. Cool.
Yes. I'll be ready. Yep.
Okay, Noah, any prep before we move on to the next phase?
Yes, I think Sir Michel would kind of plead with Kaegwin for just like a small portion of his share of the gold.
I find it very funny that you're pleading. You know you can just ask, right? Like, this isn't my money.
He just feels deep down like it would be necessary. Just please
What
connect.
do you want?
It's like two or three.
Okay,
Gold
here's 5
coins.
gold pieces.
Okay. Is there a temple of Iomade in this town?
For sure. Yeah, Amide is pretty ubiquitous out here.
Okay. He's gonna head there and offer like a donation.
Heck yeah.
We're heading out. Do some prayers. Apologize for not setting the prisoners free.
Repent. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I believe that Galarian's a little bit rusty, right? But Iomade is like a Paylor type, a sort of sun goddy type, but is like specifically like downstream deity of Eridan. Eridan being the dead-ass god of humanity, but also being the dude who defeated Tarbafon, great evil necromancer who was terrorizing the entire northern hemisphere and eventually trying to take it over. Among his accomplishments before becoming a divine entity was defeating Tarbafon, and Iomade is one of his greatest servant helpers and eventually herself achieved divinity. Is that ring right? That's my headcanon at the moment. The Whispering Tyrant, Tarbafon, is actually like from the region directly north of Nermathis, right? So when we talk about like, is there some Iomade out here? Hell yeah, there is. This is kind of the shit. Because yeah, Tarbafon and all that came out of, I can't remember the country name and I cut the math off, but it's basically their Transylvania land, which is just north of Lastwall. Califas being the capital of it.
Gotcha.
Alright, so land on. Alright, bear with me. Dog is in the cabin. Oh. But yes, you are able to go there, and so is it as simple as you're doing that as like a tithe?
Yeah. And then again, just kind of saying prayers, get a little bit of absolution before
going on
the journey.
Sure. Yeah, and I think you would have like one of the feature is not the right word. One of the clerics there in the temple would definitely like come out and, oh yeah, so where do your adventures take you now?
To the center of Lake Encartha.
Oh, the Isle of Terror.
Yes.
It's there. In an age long past that Eridan defeated Tarbafon on that very island.
Let's hope the dangers I face are not that great.
Likewise. They say rivers run black with corruption. The forests themselves are full of abominations. I do not envy you for your trip. Thank you for enabling me to deliver some exposition here to also set everyone's expectations of why it might be called the Isle of Terror. Alright. Fast forwarding. Kai, anything for Kegwin before we head out?
I think she would just really quickly head to the water, to the harbor, and just see if she can connect with any like dryads or nymphs or any spirits to try and get a blessed journey at least to the Isle of Terror and make sure that that part of it doesn't get interrupted like it did on the river.
Possibly some kind of intellect-based role. What is the water, like, fairy, a Nereid? Hold on. Yeah, Nereid. They don't give you a name. You know what the monster manuals never come with? Is like a dictionary-style pronunciation guide. I'm looking at you, 2nd edition, devil not devils and demon not devils, demon not demons, where you had like the the alternate names to get around like the fucking satanic panic situations.
Yeah.
Nereid, I think is it. Let's see. I'm googling how to pronounce a thing real quick.
I think it's Nereid.
Nereid. Fact. Oh, Google's getting fancy. Nereid. Oh, yeah. It said good job. So apparently in Google you can say like word and pronunciation, and it'll listen on your mic and tell you whether or not you said it good. That's new.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Not sure if I'm a fan.
Fan of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can still click on the sound bar and it does the thing. That was neat. American pronunciation. Oh, there's another one. British pronunciation. It's the same. So it's like myriad, like a myriad of options and stuff like that. So, anyways, going back, cycling back. Let's do that intellect-based roll.
Okay. I added an asset and effort to each task because I have skills in learning something new and geography and history. So hopefully I could use some of those things to at least know.
I'll let skill work
who
there.
I'm talking to. Okay. 15.
Beats difficulty 7. Yeah, you absolutely get like this entity like approaching through the water, and it like pokes its head up. You know the old words. It says half in your mind.
I'd like to be studied. And not offend anybody when it comes to their own territory.
It kind of like does like a little dance, and we appreciate that. How can I help you?
Some companions of mine and myself are heading to the Isle of Terror tomorrow in hopes of exploration and also stopping some ne'er-do-wells from ruining the world. So we know it will be a little bit of a journey across Lake and Carthen, and we were just hoping for some blessings on our passage across.
Oh, and there's almost like a concern in this like creature, which I haven't described whatsoever. Hold on. Don't like your default Pathfinder setting description for these. Okay, no, we're doing this. And so you have this like green pearlescent skinned creature who is kind of like halfling size, but not like hobbit. What do they call like the halflings that are just like miniaturized people rather than stunty, kinda had too much peach cobbler people?
Like
I don't know.
fairies?
Yeah,
The
like
British
OG.
fairies, like the 3
yeah.
feet British fairies or whatever.
Yeah, there's like there's a halfling title for that. Anyways, this is what this kind of like looks like, and it's got like big, like bulgy, kind of alien almost looking eyes as it like blinks at you. Oh, your destination is the land of flowing black water.
Yes, I have heard it's called that.
We do not go near it. It is a blight. But it heals slowly. The storms overhead are constant. Your journey will be treacherous, but not for any of my folks' attempts at waylaying you. We will guide and make sure you get as far as you can. But that is a cursed land. Beware.
Yes, I've heard that it's not the most welcoming of environments, but I guess I don't really know why I'm going, but I'm kind of gotten this far, so I'm gonna keep going because it would be sad to go home by myself.
Classic D&D adventure contrivances.
Is there? I appreciate the help that you will give us, as well as your words of caution. Is there a way to? You said it's healing slowly. Is there a central cause of such blight that could be removed while we're there?
I don't know the answer to your question, it says back. Hopefully there is, and it would be to the benefit of all life of this second realm, if you were to find that.
Okay, I will keep an eye out.
You want to roll like a knowledge history on what they meant by second realm?
Yes. Again. So I should put one asset because I'm trained in history and geography.
Yep.
Is that how it works? Okay. Because
Yeah.
I'm like making this from scratch, so
Yeah. This is another just opportunity for me to do exposition on the setting of Galarian.
okay.
Which I am delighted to do, having invested so much time and resources into it. I ran, for the audience that we may or may not have, like I ran a bunch of Pathfinder from like 2008 to 2019. Like this is all I ran. So, like this was my shit. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Another 7.
Yeah.
It's difficulty 7.
Yeah, that was a very much a Fey phrase to use right there. So like when the legends say that when the gods came to this realm from wherever else they came, they decided to try and create the world here in this nexus between positive and negative energy. And instead of where it is now, their first trial attempt basically had them creating a world right at the metaphysical confluence of positive energy. And it didn't work out. Things were crazy. Nothing died. Everything just kept going and life exploded. This is what they call the First World. Those 5th edition inclined might call it the Feywild. The Sylvan types, anything that is Fey-like might have transitioned from that world. And so they kind of just straight up abandoned that realm. Taped over it and just started, okay, round 2. And then equal parts positive and negative and everything else and all the good and bad that comes with that. The second realm, as it is, exists here. What that really implies is that is a gesture, a phrase that a Fey-type creature would have said.
Okay.
So, that's all. There are Fey here, and there are fissures between the realities that allow things to move about. Also, fun trivia for those playing like that Kingmaker PC / whatever else it's on game and stuff like that. Not spoilers. This lore comes up. So, boy howdy. Sounds like, so we've got new arsenals, we've got reloaded some ciphers, we've got a good bit of repentance and tithing, and we have first world allies. I think y'all are ready for this expedition. So, montage. I mean, if it's, I don't know, if we were playing like The Witcher or Assassin's Creed, it's like the meditate and you get the slow motion, really fast motion time lapse of like the sun setting and rising just above. And yeah, apparently tide's gonna conveniently go out in the morning. Probably actually just before sunset, you know, something like that. So, yeah, y'all are all getting loaded on. Maybe even actually like got on the bed that night, or got on the bed, went to bed on the boat the night before, just to be ready to go out whenever they decided the time. The boat you're on is a pretty standard double-masted sailing ship that's gonna go across and take you to the Isle of Terror. The captain of which wants nothing to do with any of this whatsoever. This is a terrible idea, but Ragnar is an old friend, drinking buddy, and this is gonna resolve his tab with Ragnar. So the entire crew is incredibly grumpy about this. The captain's, it'll work out, we'll be fine, everything's gonna be okay, y'all. So that's kind of the demeanor on deck of, I have a name, Captain Walren. Walren. I should throw that in chat. Is a kind of lithe, skinny captain, who's maybe not as successful of a trading career as he would like, and is happy to resolve himself of this debt. So, yeah, with that, the morning comes, tide recedes, and y'all ride it out. I assume that's how boats work. Definitely from an ocean-based city, and wherein we never really learn anything about how boats work. I resent that about growing up in Houston. All right. You'll get out there, and it is a calm transition. Ryan?
Yes.
I think we're about due for a break, halfway time.
All right.
So let's
Be
call
right
it
back.
here, and we'll be back in 5-ish.
And
And we're back. All right, y'all. So our crew has assembled. They've actually gotten on the boat, and the boat's already gone. So hope they were ready for a voyage because they're on one now.
A fantastic voyage.
I think for determining. So I originally I mulled over some different ideas for how to do this because I really just wanted to waste time out in the waters. But then Keglin goes and's like, hey, I'm gonna talk to the spirits of the lake and stuff to make sure that our journey's safe. And I'm like, well, fuck, I didn't want that. So I think that first evening, everyone is kind of stunned on the deck. First off, I guess on a boat ride that's gonna take 2 or 3 days. What are you all up to? Like, who's out on the deck? Who is like holding onto the railing, and who is like, oh man, I just can't wait for this stupid shit to be over with, and like below deck reading a book. Noah, you started. What's Michelle up to?
I think Michelle is down in the hold, mostly trying to like stave off the nausea, and despite everyone else's protests and telling him it's a terrible idea, he is still wearing the full armor getup.
Oh man. That just adds to like the rockiness of everything.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Like a built-in pendulum. All right, what's Jason up to on the boat?
He is probably enjoying the moment of quiet, I guess, unless is Rain playing any instrument by any chance?
Yes. I would be at the front of the ship, just playing, looking out to the open sea.
Okay. Let's see. I either see Jason. I kind of see him at the back of the boat playing music while you're at the front of the boat playing music, but we're not playing together necessarily. He's just making theremin music in the back.
None of this is helping with the nausea.
Fantastic. What's Keglin up to?
I think Kagwin is on the deck with Pebbles, trying to teach Pebbles how to play the drums better.
Was that something we did? Am I?
That was Pebbles' role in the band, was to play the drums.
He was one of the Ocho.
Yeah.
He was one of the Ocho.
So she's trying to do that with like hedge magic, trying to like teach Pebbles which way to bob his head so that it hits the right parts of the drum.
Are the drumsticks like Velcro to his paws or something?
Oh.
He's got opposable thumbs to
He
hold them?
leans his head. No.
Oh, he's using his head. That's right. That's right. He was using his head.
So, as y'all are all out there trying to play music and stuff like that, something strange happens. And Alright, anyone here like fish aware, knows different types of fish, specifically freshwater fish?
Like a bass, a carp,
yeah.
a trout,
Sure.
Yeah, bass, trout, okay.
catfish.
Catfish. Something that would be a filler for like a tuna, right? I have to like, okay, I want to do these kind of sea tropes and stuff like that, except you're on a big ass lake, so technically all of my mental tropes for it don't actually work.
I mean, there are giant catfish. That is the thing.
Yeah.
Huge bass, there's huge trout.
Well, here's the deal. A trout falls on the dog's drums.
Does he
And then-
keep timing?
Right. So how does Pebbles
it a little
react to that
rough?
as that starts to happen? Because the second's gonna fall. Then a
Very
third.
confused.
And then there's just this rain of fish falling onto the boat for a minute or two. Everyone is very confused, and then they start cheering, and they look, and they're trying to figure out what's happening here. And you can actually see off, like, the bow of the ship, starboard side, Of boat things, that's one I know because I play a lot of video games, and apparently on spaceships the starboard side typically has the doors on it. Anyways, no, the port side. That's see, I already got it backwards. That's in Final Fantasy. We make the joke of what do they call it? There's starboard and then there's larboard. Larboard being left because it has an L in it. Anyways, enough random ass trivia. Enough random ass trivia from other random shits. A bunch of fish start falling on the shit. Just trout, bass, a couple of big catfish even. And you actually see off the starboard side, they're being like thrown up from the water. What are y'all doing? Oh, also this is a GM intrusion. Everyone take an XP. Unless someone wants to say, like, spend an XP and have this not happen. That is completely within the rules.
Don't do that. This is free rations.
Can I do a perception on what I'm seeing? I'd like to, like, kind of look over the... I don't know, is there a word for railing?
Yeah, I would say the railing, right? You're gonna peek over the railing and try and look down. Throw me an intellect-based perception roll.
Okay, and that's one of my skills.
Hell yeah. Make sure you mark the part where it says skilled as yes.
Alrighty. So trained, or yeah, trained.
Yep.
Ooh, almost a 2. Rolled a 12. Or
Hell yeah.
perception to look over the boat.
And what you see below the waters there, you see these like 4 fins in like a quadrupedal like arrangement. It's very much drawing like mythical creatures vibes in your brain. If this were on the purgatory that we live in, it might be called the Loch Ness Monster, right? But here, you're not sure there is a name for it. But you can see like a spout on its back, kind of in towards the midsection, is bursting up air. And this is all just being thrown at you.
I don't even know what to report back with that. There's something really weird going on over here over the rails. There's banister rails, I don't know. I can't really tell what it is, but it's some kind of maybe blowhole.
And it like
Hey,
stinks. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Kaegwin, once he says there's some sort of blowhole, Kaegwin will run over to the rail to see what he's talking about.
And you'll catch it just as it starts to sink back into the lake.
That was just one of the friends. I talked to this lake spirits yesterday. I think we're good.
The captain's like walking up and well, I don't know if this is a good omen or a bad omen. I'm not much of a sea sailor.
Good omen.
Good omen. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
free rations.
Yeah, we had a saying on our boat, lots of bass, badass.
And at that moment, you hear this loud eagle cry overhead. The moon is full and directly at zenith, you know? And you see the silhouette of a giant bird.
See, that's a bad omen. Birds are bad.
What are y'all doing?
Big is this bird?
Rock? It's a rock.
Oh, okay.
Would Kaegwin realistically have seen one in person, or would she have just read about them?
I would say for sure read about them. Having seen them, I could make you roll. That feels kind of arbitrary. What do you think is the right answer?
Probably, I mean, unless there's a bunch, like a rock nest in the woods
really, no.
outside of Casson, then I don't think she would have seen any. I think Kaegwin will just say, that doesn't look good. I think I've read that those are rocks.
Well, shit. You done cursed us with a bounty of fish.
I didn't curse you with anything, okay? I didn't throw any fish anywhere. So, watch your mouth, mister. 2, would you just put the fish somewhere else? Or if you don't want them, feed them back to the rock? Like, I think it's very rude to turn away a gift from a nature spirit, but if that's your prerogative, then we can do that.
We also had a expression.
Oh no.
If it flies in a flock, it means good luck.
I think that's incorrect. I think that saying's a bad saying.
He plays this theremin really sadly.
And they're like, down by the sea or down by the sky? And he's like, screw it. And they're like, alright, get the ballistas out. And they like start like flipping up some panels in the back, and you can see that this ship might have multiple purposes. Because they did have like below deck, they just pull some pulleys and stuff like that, and it just this ballista like unfolds up, flips up, and unfurls. But there's a problem as they're like trying to aim it upward. Like, Captain, we're at these aren't geared towards aiming that high. So they're like trying to get it around. What are y'all doing?
I would like to try to grapple hook him in a way, or kind of do the little lasso.
Him being
grapple
the
hook.
bird, right?
Yeah, the bird, the rock.
Not the captain, not the
The
duvet.
rock.
Okay.
I want a rock.
It's either that or Ford commercials, right?
Right. I know, I feel like it too. I'm not even gonna do it. I said it in my head though.
Do they still do those? Is it television? I haven't watched. Anyways.
What are commercials anyway?
Right?
What kind of task would you consider the ones moving the ballista this day?
Aiming?
Is it aiming?
Speed.
Would this be an is
Speed,
this a
ranged.
task?
Yeah. It's just literally I'm hamstringing them by saying that they can't point straight up. As a rock would. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the hyperbolic trajectories of rocks. I am well read, as one is, you know, and they are generally a lifting and then unlifting of objects is their standard MO.
Ryan, are you gonna buff them?
I was going to, but I found something else that I can do instead. Doesn't sound like
Okay.
buffing them would help if you can't aim. So I will conjure an elemental. I don't remember what form this Cypher takes.
Okay.
So Rain will just be like, oh, this thing, and it's a rock.
A runestone, we'll
A
call
runestone. Yeah. I don't know. And then he's just gonna throw it in the water, and then an elemental will be conjured out of it. And I'll say, "Get that thing in the sky, please."
Yeah. You rolled level 6 on this?
Yeah. The level only pertains to how long it's gonna be here.
Sure, but it also has to do with how I calculated strength and power.
Oh, dope. All right, nice. Yeah, I'll summon water elemental from the ocean or from the sea, or lake.
So this thing is going to be about half the size of your ship, the elemental.
I think I messed up real bad, guys.
So, what's it look like? What form does it take?
I think it looks it doesn't look nice in any way. I think it looks almost there so it comes out of the water, you know, humanoid in shape and form, and then there is bits of like this dark blue, which kind of matches the sweat from, or not the sweat, but the weird, mysterious liquid that comes out of Rain's hair, and it's still like this darker, deeper blue that kind of runs as like veins along it. And then it has watery hair that kind of drips, kind of like Rain. It looks like Rain almost, but in water form, and definitely way bigger.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it's
a
humanoid.
Capri Sun Man version of Rain.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids. Capri Sun is a juice pouch that we used to have.
They still have Capri Sun.
They still, they still have.
Do they still have the sick ass commercials?
No.
I know.
Okay, so hold on, tangent. Back in the day, Terminator 2 happened, and they discovered this tech that they actually had built in the technology before that for this other James Cameron ass movie. Anyways, all that matters is the T-1000 could fucking turn into like liquid, and it was a marvel. And then they sold that technology to a bunch of shit, and eventually propagated, and you got Capri Sun commercials. And this is really the big win for society here. You had these dudes that basically were like half T-1000, half Silver Surfer that rode around. Anyways, all of that to say, Google a Capri Sun commercial from like the 90s. It was lit. Anyways, you got this giant T-1000 Capri Sun Rain rising, about waist height up out of the ocean. And what is its command?
It's like, get that thing in the sky. And I wanted to hit it.
Roll me a d20 here.
Sure.
I don't really have a whole lot of other details built up around this, but basically, its level is greater and you rolled good.
15.
So it just reaches up into the air as this like rock is flying overhead, backlit by the moon, looking dramatic. It's about to come in. This dude just goes up, grabs it, and pulls it into the water.
Oh.
And
like-
Right,
there are
that was
bubbles.
awesome.
Cool. I didn't do anything. I just threw this rock. I don't think I'll get it back though, but looks like it helped. Hey.
Bubbles come up and maybe a couple of like large feathers. And nothing. 6 hours?
Yeah, 6 hours. And if it comes back, I would like to spend an XP to, as a speaker, I can, do this. Oh, sorry, that doesn't.
You say
hold on.
it. Are we talking about the bird? The bird's not.
No,
coming
not the
back.
bird. The, the elemental.
Okay.
Nope, that's not what I want. Hold on. I'm trying to get it in chat. But, as a speaker, I can spend 1 XP, which I will do, to use a player intrusion.
Okay. Go on.
And I want to friendly NPC, which is an NPC you don't know, or someone you don't know well, or someone you don't know who has been particularly friendly in the past chooses to help you, though doesn't necessarily explain why. Maybe they'll ask for a favor in return afterward, depending on how much trouble they go to. And if he comes up after doing all that, I'll be like, hey, big guy, do you think you can carry us, a ways away, for as long as you can towards the Isle of Terror? I think that's where we're going.
I'm not the results of this. Kai, what time is it there on the East Coast?
10:32.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're in Atlanta now.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit. Let's call this a wrap up then.
Oh,
Because he's going to come up under the boat and just
like football carry.
yes
Yeah.
through the ocean or through the sea, and you're just going to fly around. Here's the deal, and here's why the captain's upset. The masts were not quite made for this, and the sails just get shredded as you're they're flapping on the lines, things are popping up, and then the ship stops suddenly and lurches to an end as you see this river delta coming through, black waters reaching out and leading and dying in the sea. You can definitely see the water that is coming through these rivers is like more dense, so the effect in this like river delta that you're seeing is like the black water comes out and then sinks below, and you can kind of see it like these rivers underwater of black inky waters spreading out and dispersing into black clouds all around here.
I'll say, Captain, I'm sorry, I didn't think that through. Sorry about your ship.
Hell, you didn't. What hell am I supposed to do with broke ass cells?
Well, a good thing for you is, how long does it take to get back?
Days.
Oh, how many people do you have on your crew?
Oh, 50 or so, but
Oh,
I mean,
50. Oh, never mind.
But you've got plenty of rations.
Yeah.
it's a 2-masted ship. Hold on, I retract that. There's like 20 people max on the ship.
Still can't help you with your broken sail situation, but I'm sure there's some things that we could, you have time? Do you have like a sewing kit or something that you could?
We'll figure it out. Y'all need to get the hell off of our boat.
Yeah.
I-
Sorry, get.
I can mend things with hedge magic. How?
Do you
Does
offer
that
that out
work?
loud or?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna let that work. Yeah, you're gonna go through. You're gonna start mending. You're gonna maybe it's like late evening, late night, and so you've got time. Hill here. You probably don't want to go to shore until the day, anyways. You're mending the sails because it's not like the boat's going anywhere.
Yeah. I'll use magic and spend a lot of time mending
Man.
the sails.
I was ready. I was gonna throw a GM intrusion at you. The Rock was just gonna destroy everything, and I had this great Forgotten Adventures map with like a broke ass ship.
We
I had
can't
it
see
all lined up, and now it's just like, you know what, Brendan, you just no. They're too down with the water elementals and the water fae. So screw whatever you wanted to use. Anyways,
Sorry.
we're good.
Here, go back and show stream. We could show it on stream.
Yeah, Forgotten Adventures. This is one of their like pre-done Foundry maps.
It's black.
We
for
don't
us.
have vision.
Yeah.
What?
We see black.
It says I don't have a token, so that might be why.
Hold on.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, that looks
Look at
cool.
Oh,
Right?
that's so cool.
Oh, so you're gonna crash us? I see.
Oh, but
That looks
but all of that's out the window now because y'all just arrived safely. And man, doesn't that water look good? They
Yeah.
did one of my tricks where
Wow.
they.
Mhm.
Anywho, do y'all see the little words on the side of the map? On the
Yes.
top right.
Beach,
Yeah.
rocky coast, shipwreck, ship bow.
So we're supposed to like pitch anytime we like use their stuff on stream. We're supposed to be like, oh yeah, this is a Forgotten Adventures map. I'm just gonna show this shit off because it is actually
It's
legit
sick.
cool.
Yeah,
S-
that's cool.
So if I want to like, hey, maybe we don't have a ship bow, and maybe we don't do the rocky coast
Oh.
stuff. Like you can just toggle elements off and on this stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
It's great,
That's
right? It's real cool. And that's the advertisement portion of our segment, y'all. But yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Use
What's the name
Foundry.
of it again? Ah.
Forgotten Adventures is they done a Patreon and a website with like all kinds of map content.
I'm sure we'll put one of their maps to use soon.
I see that in our near future. All right, y'all. Let's start doing some outros. We'll say that the ship here, we got Kegwin is mending the sails, and y'all are getting ready to disembark, considerably sooner than you had originally intended, as Capri Sun Man yeeted y'all into the horizon. So outros, Jason,
All right.
Justin.
Yes.
How
I played
dare you
Jason.
name your characters and
I know.
players so
It's so
similarly?
great.
It's fucking rude.
It's the best. Next time I'm going to do a Justin, but it's just going to be Justin. It's supposed to be spelled differently. And I'll know. I'll be like, no, it's Justin.
Wasn't it Justine? Did
Have
you
I
do
played-
just?
I don't think I've done
Yeah.
it. Did I do it?
I feel like you did do a Justine.
Yeah, you did do a Justine at some point. I don't remember when. I don't think it was.
Was it
right.
your first character for the first part of this?
No, I don't know. I don't
No,
think
that was
so. That was
Julia.
Julia. You
And Julia.
always your character names are like caltrops.
Well, you can check
Take us
out
away.
the introduction music and probably the closing music. I don't think I've worked on that yet, but or maybe I have. I think we're just playing the introduction music with the full song for the extra. Anyway, you can check that out at bandlabs or bandlab.com/mixsushi3. I also have an album out on Spotify. It's awesome, like work music and music to do things while listening to it. And then, no, I think that's it. This year, I'm still trying to determine what I'm doing with myself. I was going to release an album, and then I'm not, and then I don't know. Anyway, so go check out the music. Go check out the Discord also for Raven's Realm Tabletop. I know our podcast name is Raven's Realm Tabletop Podcast. It's because it's based off of a Discord server that was started off by Chris and friends, or just Chris. I don't know. But yes, check out the Raven's Realm. There's all kinds of stuff to do. We have the Raven's Marches, and then we always have some game going on every day of the week, and it's just a really cool community. And we take good care of it and take a lot of pride in how it's ran. Make sure to check that out. On to you, Ryan.
Hey, I'm Ryan. I've been playing Rainy Days, and you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ballandryan. And I'll pass it over to Kai.
Hello everybody, I'm Kai. I've been playing Kagwin Summerwind. If you also hate yourself as much as I do, you can find me on X at Kitchid with 2 Ds. That's KICHIDD on the worst app on the internet. And Noah, you go.
All right, you can find me on the Ravens Realm Discord. I help run the Ravens Marches, which is very fun, and we're trying to get that back up and running. We've got a few more people signed up lately. It is a lot of fun, so be sure to check that out. Yeah, that's it for me.
Alright, folks, I've been your GM, Brandon. You can catch me on the various socials at the BWT. I don't know. Really, though, hit up the Discord. Also, hit up the Ravens Marches, as Noah was saying. We are trying to revamp some of that stuff and kind of go into a second season for it. It might be a little bit of a reset, so it might be a good time to start to get into that. We'll see where things go. But yeah, catch us next week as our intrepid heroes venture on to the land of flowing black rivers.
See y'all next week. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.